Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey. Whip. 8. Gun.
Back to throw. Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right to the 3. I'm coming.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Check safety. Great.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Derek Rivers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Gun. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Express. Off. Mike 36. Mike 36.
On 4th down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 7, Newton forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check. 20. 5-2, the Mike 5-2.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Wait, that 53! 54, Mike. Hey, here I come. Hey.
Brady to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Watch that kill.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. The 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Gun. Greg.
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Newton steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance
for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominant.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen,
Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Powers through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Garoppolo, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
56.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Winston now. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man has got one. It's complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber taking it in. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Now let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the interception last time, it led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
11.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. He got 29 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Ready? Black 25.
On second down now, it's Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on, Locke. We better not.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 45 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
They run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Here we go. 180. Check 45 to Mike. I got you. 45.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, G.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Winston. Rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for first down. It's 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Gold with the extra point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Winston. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 39, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Coleman now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, seam 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Winston. this one out for Evans. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Winston now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To throw is Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Howard. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Gay knocks this up by 10 now, 17-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 18-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
That's a baby shot.
Hey, Echo.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo, the former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's Samuel, caught left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Ellington. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike, check.
Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 3rd and long for Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go. 21, 13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Winston here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Wild bill, wild bill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, honey, yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.